Lesson 1 is essentially the Greek alphabet. So here we're going to go through the lowercase letters, and I will say them aloud as we go through, and then we're going to be writing them down. And I encourage you to actually write them down. Our first letter is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa. Now, the font of this text, this kind of looks like an X, but it really is going to look like a K when you are writing it and when you see it in other fonts. After kappa, we have lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, and we'll go over why there's two of them here. We then have tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega. So in part A here, it is telling us, and it gives us an example here, at the end of a word, the sigma, it's written a little bit differently. It kind of looks like the letter C with a little tail on the end. And if the sigma is not at the end of the word, it's going to have the first S shape. So we're going to be writing these out in part 2 of lesson 1. And also we're going to want to be able to say the alphabet from memory, kind of like when you learned the English alphabet as a kid, you would just sing the song. I will be putting a link to another video where you can just listen to this singing of the Greek alphabet over and over again. You probably are going to have to listen to this about 30 times or more, but you are going to want to be able to sing it yourself. Now, number 2, Greek words are going to have syllables just like any other word. And here we're going to be saying these words so that we can get the sound of these letters. Fellow, nomos, graphe, lego, blepo, philos, nukes, adelphos, anthropos, or anthropos, sozo. Now here's an example of how this looks like an X, but it really is a K. Cosmos, kind of like cosmos, right? Echo, succès, philema. Now it's kind of important to be able to find these syllables because we're going to be talking about them later when we get into the accents. So this concludes part 1 of lesson 1. We're going to move into writing these letters down. So get out your paper.